Welcome everyone to 10 Bestest. I'm Karen McFarland-Holman.
And I'm Brian Hart.
And I'm going to challenge you, if you are using eco-friendly cleaning products, I bet you could get even more eco-friendly.
Ooh, I like that. And I'm going to talk about drawing. If you're new to drawing, I have a really great resource for you, especially, but not only if you're a comic book nerd. Let's get into it.
Time for my third cool sheet. I'm going to be talking about a company, and I gotta say, I love so much about what they're doing. They are called CleanCult, but I do not believe they're a cult. They just wanted a catchy name. So, CleanCult. This is a company that is contributing to what I think is great, the ever-growing industry of safe, sustainable, non-toxic cleaners. But I have found this company to be different from others that I've been using over the years, and so I want to point out those specific differences here. First off, I've never heard of a company so committed to its home, and specifically this is Puerto Rico. This U.S. territory has an extremely well-educated workforce with an unusually high percentage of scientists and engineers that's compared to other parts of the United States. CleanCult started with a team of PhD scientists. They're based in Puerto Rico, and they have found natural coconut-based ingredients that are really effective cleaners. And they make the gamut. They make hand soap, laundry, dish soap, etc. with various natural scents. So nothing unusual with that. But they didn't just base their company on the product. I am also super impressed with their commitment to their community, and they have an eye towards creating jobs and helping rebuild the island's infrastructure, economy, and future. Another huge thing that makes them stand out to me has to do with their packaging. Most eco-friendly cleaning products actually still come in plastic containers, but CleanCult got really innovative and set up a sustainable refill system with 100% recyclable packaging made in the USA. And after you refill your bottles, you can recycle your cartons, or you can join their free Recycle Back program. And they've partnered with carbonfund.org and committed to shipping using a model that is sustainable and carbon neutral. So they have made their carbon footprint zero. CleanCult.
Whoa. Okay. This is my new favorite company.
Yay!
Wow. Okay. All the things I love. I do a lot of my own cleaning mixtures, you know, so I make my own laundry soap, sometimes my own toothpaste, a lot of my own cleaning supplies. But I always have one of these natural companies that I do trust, just because, when you're doing it on your own and making your own, they work great. But you just run out and maybe you don't have those ingredients. So I always need a backup or for whatever happens if my, food processor broke, so I can't make laundry soap anymore. So I had to go get some laundry soap. It's just one of those weird things that hippie life run into.
Hippie life.
Yeah, the old hippie life. Every once in a while, you gotta be on a hippie and go buy a detergent from the store like a normal person.
Right. But yeah, this can get shipped to you.
Yeah,
easy peasy.
I am so excited. Especially, what really did it for me is when you talked about the containers. Because yes, all of those natural products that I love so much, they still come in plastic.
I know.
And I hate plastic so much.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to hear that this is. I hope this. So, do you know? Can you get this locally in one of your, kind of natural grocery stores? Or do you know the status? It's brand new?
My understanding is it's all shipped. That's their model.
Okay. So the exchange program, how would that work? You talked about refillable. Would they set that up though in a store here? Once they ship it, or?
So I think it's a shipping. You know how you can easily ship things back?
Okay.
They send the UPS label, I believe.
Okay. I cannot wait to look more into this. That is so exciting.
It is.
Very cool.
I have to say, you know how I found out about them? Was an ad. I hate advertisements, but they have the best ad. I was watching it cool. Yeah, it was great. And I love Puerto Rico, and they, that they're there and they're so committed to everyone there. And in terms of, so they're around 40% of their employees are from there, and they want to keep expanding that. So they're great.
It's so cool. I cannot wait to check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Welcome.
All right.
And I did want to remind everyone, all of our show notes you can find at 10bestest.com/warrior.
Yeah. My next cool sheet is a book. This book is How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. And this is by Stan Lee and John Buscema, who's actually one of the original artists for Marvel. So this was first published in 1978, but it is reprinted all the time because it's just so popular. And I had this book as a kid when I was young. This is one of the first books on how to draw that I ended up getting at I don't know where I found it, but then I got a copy of it, and I kind of forgot about it because I since lost it. And I was super bummed, but I took a comic book class with Jason Ramey, who's a former guest here on the show, and he talked about how he also owned this book and what a big impression it made on him. So I was like, that's it, I have to buy it again. So if you're watching on YouTube, this is what the book looks like. I just bought it again. It's not even that expensive. It's been on my wish list for probably 3 years at least. I finally was like, all right, I have to get it. So it's got some of my favorite Marvel characters on it. It's got Spider-Man, Hulk, Thor, The Thing, Captain America, and poor Dr. Doom all in the corner looking so sad. Oh, sad Doom. And they're drawing Spider-Man, so Spider-Man's watching himself getting someone drawing him, which is cool. So this is one of the first books that taught me about perspective and all these really interesting things that to this day really made an impression, and especially my favorite one. So I'm going to go through this chapters actually really quick. So the tools and talk of the trade. So what kind of things you need: pencils, sharpeners, erasers, things like that. The secrets of form, making an object look real, the power of perspective. So that was the first time I was introduced to perspective in drawing, and what a game changer that is. Then there's let's study the figure, and then let's draw the head. And this one is my favorite, though. I'm running out of time. The name of the game is Action. So this, to this day, influences not just my drawing, but so much more in my daily life. It's just worth checking out this book, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way.
Ooh, I loved the one on foreshortening. That is so difficult. So YouTubers, if you were to draw me and you would have my fingers closer to you, and that's really difficult to do without making the arm look just totally weird alien.
Yeah. Yes.
So this is just a great art book, it looks like.
Yeah, it's you don't have to be just a comic book nerd, although you will love it if you are. But if you're a beginner, it is kind of for a beginner in drawing. So it is kind of a beginner book. But if you're a beginner book, I think, and especially if you have kids, because for me, it was such a great entry point because it was Marvel. So I wanted to know, who doesn't want to know how to draw Spider-Man? And then it taught me how perspective and all of these other things, the knack of foreshortening and things like that. And like I said, the action thing. So they talk about different, when you punch, if you just punch like that, that's interesting. But to really way back and then way forward, exaggerated, and how that's the Marvel way. That's what makes them stand out. And like I said, that was kind of my first introduction to body language, to kind of making a more power pose. This worked so much more into my daily life than I ever thought it would of just listening to some Marvel how to draw book.
Do they show those, what do you call it, the power landing that now they make fun of all the time?
I don't think they have the power landing in here. But yeah, that has become such a comic book cliche, and I love it because it's so great.
So is this why you were sending me a text about Thor being in your dream? No? Okay.
No, I mean, not in my dream. I was Thor.
You were Thor. That's right. Of course.
No, that was just some other weird thing. It was more crazy to me because I always used to dream that I was Superman. This is the first time I switched over to the Marvel universe and became Thor. But still pretty much a god, an indestructible god that flies. So pretty cool person to be.
Totally.
I wasn't Ant-Man or, no offense to Ant-Man or Polka Dot Man or any of the other ones.
All right. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of 10 Bestest. I'm Karen McFarland Holman.
And I'm Brian Hart.
So tell me about CleanCult. What was your favorite part of what they do differently for their cleaning supplies?
And then for mine, write in the comments, what was your first experience in getting into drawing? Or have you always wanted to do it? Let us know. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow for 2 more cool sheets.
And please like and subscribe. It helps us immensely.
That's right. Smash that like button. And don't forget to stay curious.